It's the Cali Griot. And again, I've got Big Judah up here. I'm really doing this for my own kids because I've always thought we stayed when we were in the church in one book 7 days a week. And I always had questions that they would not answer. They would tell me that the other books were evil. If I said, oh, I got a book called The Lost Books of the Bible. Oh, no. Like gatekeepers, the churches have been with knowledge that we should have learned since we've been freed out of slavery. So this is the main reason I'm bringing this up. And this is for Ebony, is for the grandkids, for Sid, is for Prince and even Sire and Sydney, y'all, Tori, y'all, all of y'all. Here we go. Understanding we will perish from lack of knowledge.
Let me see here. Losing our identity. See, this is why at the end, you know, the Most High says that, like, what looks like a certain way to you as far as like, oh, we're just reading books, we lost our identity. Okay? This losing of our identity is enormous. Okay? We lost our identity, and then the other nations have taken it, you know, and hidden our identity in all these different books. If you've read the Psalms of Solomon,
and movies,
I don't know if this is actually the right
they've
book.
changed the people in the movies.
I said
Cleopatra's Elizabeth Taylor.
But it talks about, yeah, it's not this one.
Moses was Charlton Heston.
But it talks about how the whole world has obliterated our memory from the earth. The whole world has obliterated our memory from the earth. Do you think that somehow you're going to get your whole memory back reading 4 or 5 books? You're not going to get all of that information back in 4 or 5 books. The Most High has he uses Gentiles to hide our memories all over the place. So therefore, we're going to have to go to many different areas to get this understanding. Now, Romans 11:25, blindness has come on Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Well, the fullness of the Gentiles has been fulfilled. So now that blindness is being taken off. And now we're given the opportunity to chase after our history once again. But see, this is why you got these, you know, they set up these other people that look like us.
The churches.
They set them up to keep us, okay, from chasing after our history. They tell you, because their whole main thing is, those aren't our books. That's not our information. Don't read those books. That's not ours. That's Gentile information. When you prove it to, can you please go back thousands of years ago and show me where this information came from the Gentile? Let me help you with that. You're not going to be able to. I said, because pretty much, even the Gentiles show you, they don't have ancient history. They say pretty much their history started with who? Who do they always talk about when they tell you that, when they start talking about history, who do they always refer to? I'll let you guys.
Come on, y'all.
Who are they always going to refer to?
10 guesses and the first 9 don't count. Come on, kids.
Exactly. Thank you, Ollie. The Greeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Greeks ain't been around that long. So, if you're going to say that's as far as back as you're going, then what happened to all the, then if you were to talk about the Greeks, okay, and we already showed you the Greeks, all their information that they stole from the Egyptians. So therefore, then you don't have ancient history. So if you don't have ancient history, then how is it when I start reading about these other books, you keep saying that there's this Gentile information? See, it's not Gentile information. It's our information that they've taken and assumed for themselves and told the whole world that this is their information.
You know,
now you got supposed people who are supposed Hebrews who are saying exactly, they just regurgitate the same things they've been told. Oh, that's Gentile information. No, it's not. Prove it. Prove it. Because if all you're going to go back to is Greeks, and I got plenty of Greek now sources where I can show you that no, that's not That's not Romans. The Romans stole that from the Greeks, and the Greeks stole that from the Egyptians. So therefore, there is no ancient Greeks.
Pretty
There's
soon,
no ancient
Eminem's
Greeks.
the
They're
father
really
of
sick
hip hop.
if they're talking about Greeks, they'll say, well, if they're talking about the Egyptians, they'll say, well, the Egyptians and Pythagoras. Or they'll say the Egyptians and the Pythagorean school. Or they'll say, oh, the Egyptians or Pliny, or something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, this dude Pythagoras was nowhere around when these Egyptians were writing all this stuff. But that's how they.
Or more currently, Elvis
You know
and
so
Chuck
they
Berry.
do that in order to keep themselves
Or
relevant.
Big Mama Thornton.
People will say things like, all you're doing is bring out these ancient books, and this is Gentile information. Well, like I said,
Culture vultures.
Can you prove that these are the original Greek information? You can't. You're not going to be able to. Okay. So let's see here.
All right, I'm going to stop right there. I was over talking him anyway. So here's where you can catch a lot of his information on Big Judah, and just go through the library and learn what you like to learn at your own pace. Each one teach one. And yes, I just want to say I'm second generation out of slavery. And even to think about all the books that are in, the Library of Congress. But underneath the Vatican's 50 miles of information, of libraries. And also, on here on YouTube, there is, it's a great video called The Libraries of Timbuktu. See, certain people knew not to let them get their hands on it, and they buried it in their bricks of their homes and the walls of their houses. That's why you see these bombs used to completely obliterate the whole, cluster bombs and things like that. That's where that information is at. Syria, Iraq, all those areas. And then at the same time, the weather has changed so much that the earth is telling on them, as I think Big Judah said. So, okay, y'all, it's the Cali Griot. Peace out and much, much power.